Previously on Batman White Knight.
After all these years, you still have no idea what I'm capable of? I could have beaten you at any point, turned the city completely against you whenever I wanted. But I chose to hold back, and you won't admit it. You left me no choice but to come here tonight to prove to you with these.
Fine. You want to get better? Then open up.
The hell's gotten into you, Batman?
Come with me.
Oh my gosh.
Alfred.
What's the matter with him?
He's dying.
We're not sure what those pills were, but they seem to have cured whatever condition Joker had.
The city deserves better than the Dark Knight, so I'm going to be her White Knight. My name was Joker. The hair, the makeup, the laughter. The police had never seen anything like it. They called me a murderous, incurable sociopath who needed to be locked up forever. They said I was a new type of criminal, and even coined a new term for people like me. Super criminals. But it's a lie. I started out as a criminal, but I wasn't a murderer. When I was arrested, the police never gave evidence that I'd committed a violent crime. They just fudged the paperwork so they could call me a super criminal. Truth is, I was just a kid from the country who wanted to be a Gothamite. And when things didn't work out, I screwed up and robbed a bank. I served 10 years for my crime, but they didn't want to release me. Because of them, I wasn't just a criminal. I was an excuse. My reputation and unstable mental condition made me a perfect candidate for their scheme. They claimed to give me meds and therapy, but really they were making me worse, turning me into the boogeyman they needed. That way, the gatekeepers could get more money from Gotham. They created a new source of revenue. A booming industry no one had ever considered. Crime. And each time the city questioned the exorbitant funding, the gatekeepers let the Joker escape, reigniting taxpayer fear. And soon they had enough to build their crown jewel, turning old Fort Arkham into Arkham Asylum. I might have put on the eyeliner, but Arkham created the Joker. I'm not the only victim here. We all are. The gatekeepers convinced us that Gotham was a special city with special problems. That due process didn't work in Gotham. And for years we've accepted this uneasy fact, while they made this into a city of fear. Where corruption has spread all the way to the top. A place where vigilantism has been normalized. Over the past few weeks, I've shown you the evidence. Don't let them make me their scapegoat anymore. Don't punish Jack Napier for what the Joker did. The doctor said I'm cured, so it's time to set me free. Release me so I can fight the gatekeepers and reclaim the city we all love.
How could they release him? He's been a villain for all these years. Surely he's guilty of at least half the things the GCPD says he is.
I'm as skeptical as you are, Mark. But it all comes down to evidence, and the police have surprisingly little despite their years of claims. It's hard to believe it's really him. Without all that makeup, he's actually good looking.
And his devastating critique of Gotham seems to have really struck a chord with social justice warriors. They see Napier as some kind of hero.
Napier is especially popular with the Backport neighborhood, where protesters are taking a stand against Gotham's mistreatment of minorities. Trust in the government and in the GCPD is at an all-time low, as most people feel they've become pawns of the 1% elite.
With one speech, Napier not only won his freedom, he also turned himself into a patriot who just started a media war against Gotham's gatekeepers.
But is he for real?
Or is this just part of a larger con?
Harley?
Oh, that face. You look like a freak. Ugh. We'll get you fixed up in no time.
Harley!
No talking! Not until Mama's done with you. Then sex.
Harley, stop! Sorry, I'm just not myself. Can we talk?
Okay.
I've been thinking a lot about this moment, and there's something I need to say. First, I owe you an apology.
An apology?
For the way I've treated you over the years. You were kind, supportive, and you tolerated a lot of crazy mood swings.
But the mood swings were my favorite part!
No, it was a psychotic obsession with Batman, and you got caught in the middle.
Yeah, I did. Keep talking, 'cause you're turning me on.
I'm not joking around. Can't you see how unhealthy it was? I knew you loved me, and I took advantage. I never said it back because it gave me power over you. But that's all over. I'm through with Batman. I want to give you the version of me you always wanted.
Oh, nice try! You might have fooled the courts, but you can't fool me!
Puddin', I'm serious. What the hell?
What? Did you just call me? Are you for real? Whining about love and feelings and marriage? You out of your mind? Enough with the bullshit! Go put on some freaking makeup and let's rob something!
My meds.
And stop with the pills! They're messing with your head. You don't need them. You need me.
But, Puddin'.
I'm not your pudding!
No, you weren't. I was. Hiya, Jack. Apology accepted.
You left!
And now I'm taking him back.
He needs!
A violent cheerleader with a bigger rag? I don't think so. And don't get me started on the clothes. Kind of a step back for feminism. Get it straight, sister. You love Joker. I love Jack. You loved his flaws. I loved him despite his flaws. And now that he's cured, he's mine. So buzz off, 'cause I ain't losing him again.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
Quit being a baby. Babies, come on!
Where are you taking me?
Home.
Ready to attempt reversing the freeze tech, Mr. Wayne.
Hang in there, Alfred.
Victor?
Let's begin.
Oh my gosh. These mice are so adorable! With their little helmets? I can't even.
Barbara.
I know. It's just that everything we do is usually so gloomy. Admit it, they're cute. Even someone as cold as you can admit that.
Mr. Wayne, please proceed.
What? They're drowning! What's happening?
Success.
Congratulations, Victor.
They're alive! What should we name them?
There's no time to waste.
Not yet, Victor. We need to observe the mice to make sure there are no lasting...
No!
But
Your help was most invaluable, Mr. Wayne. You've given me a chance to save my beloved wife by harnessing technology pioneered by the Third Reich. I thank you, and your father. Now please, leave us alone.
My father?
You don't think he's thought of a million ways to stop you? You think... Oh my gosh, what happened to him?
Rapid aging. A side effect we were hoping to avoid. He was frozen in his 30s, but it's been 50 years.
So now he's 80?
How are you feeling, Victor?
Warm.
The mice! They died from old age. So, how do we know Nora will survive?
We don't.
My love.
And even if she does, we still don't have a cure for McGregor's disease. The reason he froze her in the first place.
Home sweet home.
Wow, it's very... normal.
It's temporary while I'm on parole. Just cozy enough for me and the babies. Tea?
You drink tea?
I always drank tea. One of the many things you never bothered to notice.
So you left me, and an entirely new Harley took over? Why didn't I notice?
You're a narcissist who suffers from dysthymia and schizoid personality disorder, likely made worse by a chemical imbalance, which is why the medication is working. You're not cured, but with the right support, you could be. I'm a psychiatrist, remember?
He's still inside of me, Harley. Distorting reality. Skipping around in the dark. He wants me to lose.
Sounds like he did a number on both of us.
What happened to make you leave? What did I do?
You don't remember, do you? You were easy to fall in love with. The most exciting man I ever met. I didn't feel like a criminal. I just felt free. I don't know if you ever loved me. Wasn't sure if you were even capable of love. I didn't care. But your obsession with Batman kept growing. It felt as if I was sharing you. I struggled to get your attention as you struggled to get Batman's. And that's when I knew that you were in love. It just wasn't with me. Then one day I came home to find Robin tied up in our basement, beaten half to death. That's when it stopped being funny. When you were ready to murder Robin just to get Batman's attention. His name was Jason Todd, and no matter what you tried, he wasn't willing to tell you Batman's true identity. I stopped you from going too far. Tried to give him medical attention, but you wouldn't let me. That's when I unloaded on you, forcing you to admit that you were only hurting Robin because you were jealous of him, that he was closer to Batman than you were. The man I loved was no longer there. It was just the Joker, and I hated him for destroying you. So I went for help. I promised to show him where Robin was if he agreed to bring you in safely, to get you some help. But when we arrived, Robin was gone. Maybe dead. I really thought he was gonna kill you that night. But he didn't. He took you back to Arkham for medical attention, hoping we'd eventually find out what happened to Jason. But we never did. Batman never spoke to me again, but he did get the court to go easy on me.
For tracking me down.
For stopping him from killing you.
Did Joker murder Robin?
You're the only one who knows.
I can't remember.
It'll come back to you.
I don't want it to come back to me. I just want to move forward. We need to save Gotham.
How?
We lead a rebellion. We turn Gotham against Batman by villainizing him, showing the damage he and the Joker have caused. We expose the corruption between politics and vigilantism.
Gotham City's saved by the least likely person, Jack Napier.
And Harleen Quinzel. Because I can't do it without you. You ready to be the good guys for a while?
Bruce! Wow, that's a very generous donation.
Hello, Veronica.
She's a beauty, old boy. Sure you wouldn't rather donate something less expensive?
Pierce? Where's Alfred? I've never seen you apart.
Not feeling well.
Flabbergasted that old fossil is still alive.
Pierce! Sorry, Bruce. Pierce started drinking early again.
Stand down, Bruce is a friend. One of us.
Is that why you hired a bodyguard, Pierce? So you can be an ass?
Received a few threats last week. Doesn't hurt to hire a little security.
Threats?
Reporter wrote a piece about my company's investments in Arkham. Shareholders are suing me, calling me one of Napier's gatekeepers. If it gets any worse, I might actually have to set foot in my office.
And in other news, it looks like Joker and Harley are together again. Or should we say, Jack and Harleen. After receiving a substantial settlement for the Batgate attack, the couple announced that they're donating everything to build Backport its first library. Here's what Mr. Napier had to say.
It wasn't the police who gave me my freedom, nor was it my own plea. It was the people of Gotham, especially the poor and the middle class, who embraced my message. They are the oppressed 99% who are the most affected by Gotham's corruption. They deserve this settlement, not us. What about Batman? Batman is the pit bull of the 1%. His actions have helped project business as usual while minorities...
Shut that off.
Joker setting up a charity for Blackport? How droll. He's right about Batman, though. I've made millions in real estate off him.
Real estate?
Batman usually fights crime in poor neighborhoods, which the city then labels Bat Impact Zones, which drops the price of real estate even more. Those zones receive grants in order to rebuild. The trick is to buy right after a zone is declared, and then flip it after the taxpayers foot the repair bill.
You're profiting from Batman's war on crime?
Everyone here is doing it, Bruce. Crime is the best bet in Gotham.
Bruce!
Bruce, what has gotten into you? Pierce, are you okay?
I used to hate all of you, and I know you've hated me. Whenever we spoke, it turned into a game of who almost got him. That's how Batman has always beaten us.
This dreary jester has forgotten his jovial ways.
Divide and conquer, so we'd spend more time fighting each other than fighting him.
We didn't mean to.
It was a big rock.
We need to pool our criminal resources and consolidate our talents.
We work alone.
Batman and the GCPD won't have a chance against us as a unified fighting force.
And let me guess, Gringo. You're going to be our leader.
I'll never agree to that.
I know you won't. I only brought you here to have a drink.
Here you go, Puddin'.
Is that the Hatter's hat?
And where's Clayface?
He's here. More or less. You're all too proud to play nice together. So I knew I'd have to force you.
Mounted summit in a den of dark and deadly mazes.
Huh?
Ignore him. Some Lewis Carroll bullshit. He's just mad we stole his hat to control Clayface. I won't keep it. All I need is the mind control headband inside.
Is Clayface gonna survive this?
I have no idea. Although he might feel a little pain when I turn him into dust.
Remind me why we can't use the Hatter cards on everyone?
We'd have to control a small army, and that's too difficult for the device. Much easier to control Clayface. Think of him as a conduit to boost the signal.
Is it working?
Of course it is.